My name is Elara Ashcroft, the Earl's illegitimate daughter. The stain this family has tried to hide. Today, they finally decide to send me to my death.
Stand up straight, Elara. Being sent to the palace is the last shred of dignity left to you.
The Holy Church has spoken. The House of Ashcroft must provide a sacrificial bride.
Father, you're not sending me, are you?
Of course not.
So you chose me.
Your mother was labeled a witch.
You are the jinx she left behind. Sending you to the palace is not sacrifice, it is penance.
Penance for whose sins? Mine? Or yours? Everyone in the capital knows no woman survives a night in the king's chamber.
If your death buys this family the church's pardon, at least you'll be useful once.
And if I refuse?
Then you will burn at the stake, condemned as the daughter of a witch.
Name your choice, Elara. The stake? Or the king's bed?
They never care about my well-being. What they fear is me coming back alive.
Fine. I'll go. Remember this. Before sunrise, you'll be a corpse.
If the cursed king truly is a monster, then tonight he is about to meet another creature. One who wants to live. They push me into the room, where a sheet of parchment is already waiting on the table.
Sign it.
What is it?
The sacrificial bridal decree. From this night on, your life belongs to the crown and the church.
So you aren't even pretending anymore.
Your mother was a witch. Someone of your birth doesn't deserve a sacred marriage.
Hurry. The king hates waiting. My mother was not a witch.
Enough! What she was no longer matters.
Of course it doesn't matter. Once I die too, you have nothing to worry about.
Sign it, Elara. Don't force me to have your hand held down.
I take the quill. My fingers tremble. They think this is the end. But I know better. This is only the opening move.
Fine. I'll sign.
Then pray that I die in that palace.
What is that supposed to mean?
Because if I return alive, I'll make every one of you regret the day you sent me away.
You won't survive the night.
Just you wait. The moment the carriage door slams shut, the bells begin to toll, like a funeral being rung in my name, and in that very moment, I make a vow. I will not die. Near midnight, the carriage stops before the royal palace. Black spires cut into the night sky. The whole palace looks like a grave built to swallow the living.
Get down.
When I step down, several noble girls are already waiting before the gates.
I heard the last one they sent in was unrecognizable by dawn. Enough. I don't want to die.
I'm afraid too. But I know fear is the most useless thing in a place like this.
Stand straight.
The woman speaking is the palace mistress who oversees the sacrificial brides.
From this moment on, no crying, no screaming, and no looking directly at the king. Whatever the king commands, you obey.
And if we refuse?
Then you will die miserably.
Her words are devoid of any emotion, making the threat even more chilling.
Is the king truly as terrifying as the rumors claim?
Remember your name, Miss Ashcroft. By sunrise, no one else will remember you.
She leads us through the corridors. The palace is unnervingly still, the flames barely flickering. At the end of the hall, I hear a woman cry out.
Who is that?
The first woman summoned tonight.
Everyone freezes, because what waits behind that door is no bedchamber. It is an execution ground.
Heads up. From now on, learn to wait for death in silence.
Just before the door shuts, a sharper scream tears through the hall. And in that moment, I know I may be next. That night, we are locked in the same room. No one dares sleep.
Will she come back? No. No woman who enters the king's chamber ever comes out alive.
Have you seen it yourselves?
At dawn, the guards carry them out through the side gate, under white cloth. I sit curled in the corner, my heart sinking. They all fear the king. But I think the most terrifying thing in this palace is not him.
Up. All of you.
Is it our turn?
Only one was summoned tonight.
What happened to her?
No questions. It is none of your concern.
There is blood on her sleeve, bright and fresh.
I don't want to die.
Crying won't save you. They all look at me. I'm not even sure if I'm telling them or myself.
Listen well. His Majesty will summon no one else tonight.
I survived tonight, but I know it's only for now. Death could still find me. I do not sleep at all. If I remain here, I die sooner or later. So before dawn comes, I decide to run. If I don't leave now, I never will. I quietly push the door open. The guard outside is slumped against the wall, barely awake. Holding my breath, I slip into the corridor. The palace at night is cold as a crypt. I have no idea where the exit lies. I only know I need to get as far from that bed as possible. Left or right? As I hesitate, I hear a low, restrained growl, like a beast. I follow the sound and stop before a black door. Chains wrap around it, and holy markings are carved across the wood.
Something behind it is breathing.
This doesn't look like a way out. In the next second, a much more terrifying growl slams from the other side, as if it is inviting me to step inside. I should turn and run, but my hand somehow reaches for the handle.
I've lost my mind. I must have.
The door is not locked. I push it open, and the cold smell of blood strikes me at once. Inside lies an underground sanctuary. Stone pillars, holy icons, candlelight, and a man bound in chains.
Oh my.
Chains bind his wrists, throat, and waist. His upper body is bare, and bleeding holy scars cut across his chest. His head hangs low, as if he is fighting something inside himself. The moment I step closer, he snaps his head up. His eyes are bloodshot and terrifying.
Get out!
He jerks once, and the chains snap taut with a shriek. In that instant, a realization dawns on me. This is not a cell, and the one chained here is no prisoner. He is the king cursed by holy punishment. The king stares at me as though he could tear me apart in the next breath. But I do not leave.
Do you hear me?
I do. But you look in pain.
Shut up!
He jerks against the chains again, blood spilling from his wrists and chest. What keeps me rooted there is not the blood. It is his eyes. There is more than madness in them. There is pain. If you truly wanted me dead, you would have done it already.
Don't come closer.
Why?
Because right now, I'm a monster.
Though I am shaking with fear, I still step closer. Then let me tell you something.
What?
I do not plan to die tonight.
In the next second, his whole body goes rigid. The chains, rattling from his struggles, slowly come to rest.
What did you do to me?
I did nothing. Yet beneath my hand, that frantic man calms down.